Did you know that tenants make up the majority of inhabitants that live in informal settlements across Africa? These are lacking in sanitation provision, and open defecation is common, causing outbreaks of diseases like cholera, dysentery, and typhoid. Tenants lack security of tenure and rights, which prevents them from making any sanitation improvements. Female tenants face another layer of difficulty, as women's sanitation needs and usage patterns differ vastly compared to men's, yet this is ignored in municipal sanitation policies and planning. Irrespective of facility type, whether public or private, women take on the role of maintaining and cleaning toilets. Women are critical in keeping communities healthy and thriving, but their contribution to maintaining sanitation facilities is overlooked. Three major barriers in securing just sanitation are space, accountability, and safety. These concerns particularly burden women by risking their health, dignity, and well-being. This is Zafi. She is a 34-year-old female tenant in Mwanza. She lives with her distant uncle, who is also her landlord. She feels unsafe when using the shared sanitation facilities at night, as they are built along access roads and paths which are far away from her home, and they lack lockable doors. She wants her landlord to improve their private sanitation facility, but she is worried the rent will increase. This is Marie. She is a 27-year-old tenant in Freetown. She pays her landlord every month, yet she faces threats of eviction because of living on encroached municipal land. Marie is pregnant and has to walk 400 meters to get to the closest public toilet, located near the main drainage area, making it difficult to access because of the distance and steps. This is Nadia. She is 19 years old and lives in Antananarivo. Her family shares sanitation facilities with 4 other families in the community. There are long queues and it is unhygienic. She would like to have her own toilet, but there is no space for its construction. Tenant and landlord relationships and the ability to improve sanitation depend on a variety of factors. For example, Kolbot in Freetown is a settlement along the coast built on reclaimed land. It is owned by the municipality and has no service provision other than the facilities built by NGOs on private plots of land. It is a flood-prone area where landlords and tenants face threats of eviction. In Mwanza, the land is owned by the government and leased to the municipality, with many layers of formal and informal land ownership. It is common for tenants to live with their landlords, and the houses are spread across the hillside, making it difficult to build and access sanitation facilities. Female tenants living in these type of settlements are at the bottom of the ladder in making sanitation decisions. Yet, they work in construction, trade at the market, and keep the city clean. Their role in the city is invaluable. Access to just sanitation is a human right for all tenants, so tackling gendered sanitation problems can be used to work towards achieving various other human rights and SDGs. Improving just sanitation for tenants has a ripple effect of benefits for the entire city, but tenant sanitation rights are consistently overlooked in municipal policy and planning documents. This is Antananarivo's 2018 Sanitation Code. They mention tenants and landlords' responsibility over sanitation in their homes, but do not specify who is responsible or what protection tenants have in terms of sanitation. The Transform Freetown programme mentions sanitation provisions related to health and improvement, however, does not recognise the importance of gendered sanitation. Tenants' rights is never mentioned in either of the existing policies. So, how can we discuss and include tenancy rights in policy documents and strategies? Regional policy and planning seeks to advance sanitation in Africa. These strategies represent an opportunity to include tenants' rights to sanitation using a gender-sensitive approach, yet fail to address tenure issues in their current form. These existing gaps mean that tenants have no basis from which to improve their situation or for landlords to take responsibility. The gendered sanitation needs of a significant proportion of the tenant population should not be an add-on, but a guiding principle in municipal policy adjustments. We want municipalities to recognise tenants' sanitation rights and landlords' responsibility to meet them in sanitation and/or housing policy, bylaws and practice. We want participation from different stakeholders in creating these policies or plans. Tenants, landlords, community leaders, and gender-sensitive, community-based organizations should have a seat at the table. We want certainty to stay for all, whether tenants, landlords, women or men. This is a precondition for any sanitation improvement and is not based on property rights, but de facto rights. There is not enough physical space in settlements to build sanitation facilities, whether public or private. We want municipalities to prioritise securing land for sanitation as an extension of ensuring tenants' sanitation rights. The diversity of tenant-landlord arrangements and land issues require a diverse set of solutions. One size does not fit all. But most of all, protecting tenants' rights in policy means that they should not suffer the consequences of any sanitation improvement, such as rent increases. Protecting tenants' rights is the first stepping stone to achieving just sanitation in the city to ensure that no tenant is left behind.
No tenant is left behind.